Hi, today we will discuss about the second part of the chapter transport. Now we are going to discuss about railway. We know that in 1853 in India, from Mumbai to Thane, the first railway line started. After that, the railway became one of the principal mode of transportation of our country. When we discuss about our railway, why it became the principal mode? This is very much helpful for goods and passengers transport. That's why it became the principal mode of transport of our country. One of the largest railways network in the world we have, and the world's largest employer. We can say it is the largest. 1.4 million people are getting employment directly from railway, and indirectly many more getting employment. It helps for the transportation of goods as well as passengers. Minerals, ores, fertilizers, petrochemical, agricultural commodities, these all from one place to another place. Railway accelerates the development of agriculture and industrial areas. So railway is very much important for the country's economical development. Directly we can move to the next topic, that is the advantages of railways of our country. It is cost effective transport. It is more efficient transport system when we compare to road or air transport. Easy management of bulky goods from one place to another areas, or the agriculture area to the industries. Very much helpful for the industrial growth. Easy movement of bulky goods. It transports raw materials from agriculture to industrial sector. Very important point, never forget. It helps for the transportation of raw materials. Without the raw materials, industry cannot be functioned. So railway helps us to transportation of raw material from agriculture to industrial sector. Finished goods to the market, that is again, it transport finished goods from industry to the market. Yes, industry produce the goods. When it comes to the market, then only it will reach the hands of the needy people. So that railway is very much helpful for that. It brings villages closer to the cities. With the help of railways, that closeness from cities to the villages take place. Explore new things from the villages. Villages get from the cities. It accelerates to increase the standard of living of the people, those who are living in the villages. Railway very much helpful for that. It reduces the sufferings during the natural calamities. Railway helps transportation of people from one area to another areas. Especially at the time of natural calamities, railway is very much helpful for us. Last point we will discuss, it gives a comfortable journey. The corridors, easily we can movable, we can stretch our legs with the family and children, elders. When we travel, railway is the best option which people take it. So it provides a comfortable journey to the people. So one by one again we will discuss most efficient, cost effective transportation is railway. Railway helps easy movement of bulky goods from one place to another place. It provides raw materials to the industries, and it also helpful for transportation of finished goods from industry to the market. It brings villages closer to the cities. It reducing the suffering at the time of natural calamities, and it provide a comfortable journey to the elders and the family, especially when we discuss about the families. Obviously, there are some disadvantages also railway have. First and important point, lack of flexibility. It is not flexible. Every region, it cannot be laid out. That is the problem. No flexibility. Earlier we have discussed, or the last part we have discussed about the road transport. It was very easy to construct every parts of our country. Very, very flexible. Door to door. Point you remember what I feel. But it is, the railway when we discuss, that is not possible. It is certain area we are unable to construct the railway lines. Then railway journey is long and tedious. It's a very long journey. Then it can create air pollution as well as noise pollution. Both can be not suitable for a developed country. Then it cannot cross the oceans. It cannot cross the oceans and construct from that kind of system is not that much developed in every part of the world. Then it cannot lay down every industrial part or industrial cities. That means we already discussed we need the help of road transport. That's why we have discussed road transport is supplementary to other transport. I think you remember railways development is necessary, very much needed the help of road transport. So this lack of flexibility in routes, long and tedious journey, it creates air pollution as well as noise pollution. It cannot cross the oceans and it cannot be laid in every industrial units. These all are when we discuss about the disadvantages of railway transport. I think it is very clear to you. Earlier we discussed the next mode of transport, that is air transport. Very easy to learn, that is about the air transport. We know that in 1911 in India the air transport is started. In 1911, air transport is started in India. Allahabad to Naini, from Allahabad to 10 kilometer journey. It is divided into two categories. Already we have discussed in the beginning of the last classes. That is domestic and international. And international. One is domestic, the other one is international. Within the country, another one is one country to another country. Domestic services as well as international services. In India, Airport Authority of India is set up in the year of 1st April 1995. Two operators were there, one is Air India and Indian Airlines. In 2007, these two are merged and now Air India. It is called as Air India. And one thing we can't forget, the Pawan Hands Limited. Pawan Hands Helicopter Limited, set up in the year of 1985 to provide specially helicopter services or offshore exploration, especially in the hilly areas, chartered flights and helicopter provisions, they give us to the needy people, those who need. Of course, we will discuss about the advantages of air transport. Very comfortable journey. First point is, it is the fastest mode of transport. Especially for the long journeys, for long road. Air transport is very much helpful for us. Very fast. That's why it is the fastest mode of transport. And easy for long routes. Railway we have discussed earlier. Very tedious journey it is. Long routes. To overcome this problem, air transport is helping to us. That means it is the fastest mode of transport and very comfortable mode of transport and easy for long routes. And another point is very simple. It crosses mountain and desert and oceans. No problem to cross. In the mountain, in the desert area, in the to cross ocean, this all obstacle for air transport is not a problem at all. So, air transport is very much helpful for us in the case of these all constraints to be removed. Next point is, during natural calamities, it is very important. Already I told you this point. At the time of natural calamities, it is very much helpful. Already I told you example. With the help of helicopters, the time of flood, easily we can lift the people from the affected area and save. That is possible with the help of these transport facilities. That is air transport. Next is chartered flight is helpful for tourism development. It is very much helpful for development of tourism. So these all are the important advantages of air transport. So once again I will repeat, easy for long routes. It is the fastest and comfortable mode of transportation. Easily it can cross mountains, hills, desert, oceans, etc. It is very much helpful at the time of natural calamities. Now we will move towards the disadvantages. Very simple. It is very costly. We know that the flight charge is very high. And it is very difficult for the common people to afford it, unable to reach because of the lack of financial resources in the hands of the poor man. That is the first important demerits of air transport. And less tonnage can carry the goods. Very less tonnage it carry. That is another important problem which it faces. And more charge, very less tonnage. And it using non-renewable source of energy like petroleum products. So pollution possibility more, same time the non-renewable resources may be exhausted and it may create deficiency for these all OA. Then it depends on weather condition. Purely weather condition. Adequate weather is not available, then flight may be delayed, may be cancelled, may be diverted. So many issues taken place. These all are the disadvantages of air transport of our country. So again I will repeat once. It is very costly, unable to reach for a common man. Next is, it uses non-renewable source of energy, less tonnage to carry, and it depends on weather condition. These all are other important points when we discuss about the disadvantages of railway transport. Even though these disadvantages are there, nowadays people are very much attracted towards the air transport. Reason is very simple, that are its advantages. It is fastest, within less time, wherever we want to reach, easily we can reach there. Even in the hilly areas where railway is unable to reach, with the helicopter easily can be reachable. So that's why this is very because nowadays the importance of air transport is increasing day by day. So this is about air transport of our country. Now we will continue with the last or the other mode of transport in this chapter, that is water transport. We know that India has 7,517 kilometer coastline we have, and in our country we have lakes, we have rivers, we have canals, we have backwaters, we have creeks. These all facilities also enable us a rich water transport of our country. When we discuss about the water transport, the first thing should come to our mind, it is the cheapest mode of transport. And water transport is mainly using for transportation of goods. That also please note it down in your mind. It is the cheapest mode of transport. It is the best method of transportation of bulky goods. That you always keep in your mind. Now we will move to water transport in our country is divided into two categories. First one is inland water transport and oceanic waterways. Inland waterways and oceanic waterways. Then, what help us for inland waterways? Just now what I told you. We have rivers, canals, backwaters, creeks with enough depth and perennial rivers. Free of barriers, less waterfalls and rapids. These all things enables some of our area suitable for inland water transport. Purposefully I said that word, some of our areas. I'll tell you, northern plains like our river Ganga or the southern. When we compare to these things, northern area is very much suitable for inland water transport. Reason is very simple, navigable route, enough depth, perennial water throughout the year. These three important points and enough distance, long routes, these four reasons, navigable with the help enough depth, perennial throughout the year, less waterfall and rapids, these all things help the northern rivers ideal for inland water transport. But when we come to the southern rivers, mainly southern rivers are depend for monsoons. It is perennial only at the time of monsoon. That time it is navigable and depth is comparatively less, or more waterfalls and rapids are there. So most of the southern rivers are not that much suited for water transport throughout the year. But when we go for river Ganga and all, throughout the year it is navigable. This question generally ICSE asks, please note it down. Difference, why northern river is, or what are the advantages? Throughout the year the northern rivers are suitable for navigation, What is a disadvantages? What makes the southern rivers not ideal for throughout the year inland water transportation? Please make note it down. What are the points just now what I told you? So come back. Northern, or we can say rivers in peninsula, not ideal. Reason is it is seasonal, it is rainfed rivers, it is shorter in distance and number of waterfalls. But northern India, it is suitable. Reason is it is perennial throughout the year. The slope of the river is very gradual there and enough depth is there. These are the 3 points. You please remember it. Next, in India, NIWAI, Inland Water Authority of India. They are the authority meant for building necessary infrastructure for water transport of our country. They examine the feasibility of new transport and new projects and give permission and the construction also made by them. So these all are the things you should remember when we discuss about inland waterways. Rivers, backwaters of Kerala especially, canals and creeks, these all are helpful for us, inland waterways of our country. Another point comes, why northern rivers are suitable, why southern peninsula rivers are not suitable throughout the year, and IWAI, Inland Water Authority of our country, that is a authority which meant for building the necessary infrastructure for inland water transport of our country. Now, we'll move about the oceanic waterways. As I told you in the beginning, we have 7,517 kilometer coast. We have 12 major ports, 187 minor and intermediate ports we have. So, these all enable us a rich background for oceanic waterways. Our international trade, 95% of goods transported through the oceanic waterways. Maritime transport comes under the concurrent list. That means state government as well as the central government have the authority to control it. Major ports are controlled by the Central Shipping Ministry, or we can say the central government, and other minor ports and intermediate ports are controlled, managed by respective states. Bihar, or we can say Kerala, and Odisha, West Bengal, etc. They have Gujarat, they are managing these all intermediate ports. That why? Reason is maritime transport comes under concurrent list. That means state government also as well as the central government have the authority to maintain it. That is the reason behind it. Central Shipping Ministry, I told you, central government authority, major ports handle, minor and intermediate ports are controlled by respective states. Kerala, West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, etc. is the example for that. Now, we are moving towards what are the advantages and disadvantages of waterways. The beginning I told you, it is the cheapest means of transport. Air transport, when we discuss the disadvantages, it is costlier. But here it is very cheap. It is most suitable for the transportation of heavy and bulky material. Already I told you, more than 90% of the commodities, bulky goods, India's foreign trade is taken place with the help of oceanic waterways. Next is, it is fuel efficient as well as eco-friendly. Both point is remember. Eco-friendly as well as fuel efficient. Next is, it is comfortable. Big cruise and all, we know that all the facilities are available. So that a comfortable journey it provides. And all communication and entertainment, sports, etc., everything it provides in some ships, luxury ships we know, so that it provides a comfortable journey to those who are traveling. It is very much helpful for tourism development. Then less traffic. That is one of the many important points which we remember about this. So when we discuss about the advantages of water transport, these points should come to the mind. First one is, it is the cheapest mode of transport. It is most suitable for carrying bulky goods. It is fuel efficient and eco-friendly. It helps for tourism development, less traffic and more safe, and it gives a comfortable journey to comfortable journey to those who are traveling through ships. Now, the last portion we are discussing now is, obviously there are some disadvantages of water transport. Mainly, it depends on weather conditions. If weather is not suitable, it is not possible for the transportation. Next is long traveling hours. It causes some seasickness. Some persons are not suitable to travel through ships or boats because they are affected by allergic, or we can say some seasickness, it will affect them. And one more point we will discuss, everywhere it is not accessible. Limited area where the depth in water, where ports are available, these where facilities are available. The beginning we are discussed road transport, every part of the country we are able to construct, but in the case of water transport we are unable to construct everywhere which we like to. So these all are the important demerit of water transport. These all are about the chapter which we completed through these different sections, that is about the transportation of our country. Thank you.